And hello to all my Sagittarius friends. I would like to welcome you in. My name is Scott Sagent, and today I'll be doing your free psychic tarot reading for May 2022. Now today they've dialed up for you a very specific spread. This is a financial spread. It's what they wanted to look at for Sagittarius, all about finances and money, moving money around and stuff like that they do not want you to miss. There's something in your money corner of your life that is very important for the month of May. We're going to set it up in the storyline format that basically tells a lot of different stories for different Sagittariuses and allows me to be quite accurate because it's like a scattershot across the entire sign. Now, not every single story is going to resonate with you. That's actually quite okay. We're really looking for the one that does. That's what it's all about. There is one story in here for you. You may have a couple that do resonate with you, and that's okay if they do, but it's really all about finding that one. So we're going to get into it right now. The cards are already shuffled. I do that ahead of time to save us a bunch of time. We're going to conclude your reading with a Rune Stone, which I'm doing in all my general readings now, but they've asked that I conclude your reading with no extra spread at the end. And interestingly enough for Sagittarius, you guys haven't had any extra spreads since January, so that's a very long time to go without any extra. But I look at that as a very good thing. It basically shows that, you know what, Sagittarius just needs a couple things here and there, and they're actually quite good. So tell them this, tell them that, and get them on with their way. They're doing quite well. So I keep track of that stuff, interestingly. It's interesting to me, at least. So let's get started with your spread right now. The cards are already shuffled. I do that ahead of it. I'm going to pull you in right now so you can watch with me. Here we go. Oh, phone turned off. Of course it did. Come back on. And record. There we go. All right, so what I'm doing now, Sagittarius, I like to do on camera every single time. These are my ritual cuts. Cuts the decks into 3 different pieces. And then we put them back together in a separate order. Do that with both of these guys here, and that satisfies the ritual aspect of tarot. And then we're ready to go. We're ready to run it. So here we go, Sagittarius May, set up in the storyline format, all about finances. I start this with 5 cards, and then we expand out from there. So here's your core 5, got a lot blocked. Okay. Before I upright it, I'm going to continue my line until I have to close in. There's my end. Can you see that? Perfect. Okay, we have a lot blocked here, so I need to do a discard. There's my discard. They want it read just the way that it is, at least right now. Now I need to get some pairings together. See kind of where we're at with this. Looking at 3 different financial stories here. Let me get some extra cards. I will adjust the camera so you guys can see better in just a minute. Still got a lot blocked, so I'm going to do individual discards for each story. That story is going to be left alone. This is all blocked, so I need to do a discard just to make sure. And that is one of the ones that we're going to upright. So everybody here gets uprighted. Needs to stay in the same order. Very important. And down here, we still have a lot blocked also. So another discard. That also needs to be uprighted. So everybody in the same order. Make sure I don't mess myself up. This is very important to keep it just the way it is. And then I just need an angel card for every story, and we're good to go. It's taught in tarot that if you get like 67, 2/3 or higher blocked, that you automatically put them all back upright. I do not do that. I like to give them the option because I read them front and back, upside down, every single way. So that basically gives them 78 definitions, turning it into 156. Which way do you guys want it? And that's what we do. So this is what we're looking at. Let me make sure you can see it all. This bottom story here, ending with Archangel Michael, you are safe. And then we move up. This is going to be story 2 and story 3. I think that's all in view there. Yep. Looks good. So let's get to work. All right. Okay, Sagittarius, I'm going to start with the big story and kind of work along through. Sometimes the big story is for less of my audience. It's usually more specific, and that's why it's so big, because they're telling a lot of moving parts there. So let's see kind of if this is for you or not. There's something blowing up financially here for some of my Sagittariuses. This is a corner of your life that is completely coming down. It's whether, and this could be coming down in a good way. This is a complete eradication of something. So this is represented by the Tower card. So it's like the Tower card coming down. It's crumbling. You're starting this foundation level here. What are you going to build this time? You're going to do it different. What's going on with your financial corner here that you're bringing something down? Or maybe the walls are coming down around you. Maybe this is just, perhaps this is a challenge for you. And whatever it is, it's all coming at once. And it's time to redo this financial corner, redo this money thing. I can see why they wanted to talk about it, because they want to get you to a point here where you find completion, where you are very whole in your financial corner. You're very complete. You're well taken care of. That's represented by the World card, which, in one word, it's completion. They show good credit here, so that is the direction that this needs to move in. Good money investments, good money being moved. It could even be budgeting. It could be even just taking good investments as far as not putting money into high APR credit cards or car payments that you get robbed with interest and all this stuff. So good credit comes up here. Very important to pay attention to that. We have the Seven of Wands here, so there's an element here of, as the situation kind of plays out in the month of May, they want you to be a little defensive about it here. So they don't want you to go on the offense. They don't want you to go after it too hard. They kind of want you to pull back a little bit here. It could even be pulling back on spending, but really take a good inventory of what's going on here. Get that zoomed out, that bird eye view, 10,000, 11,000 feet above in the air, so you can see the entire scope of what's going on here in your financial corner. And also, don't take any crap from anything here. Like, let's say, just a silly example, just to show you the energy of what's going on. If you got a creditor after you, they're saying they owe you, that you owe this much money, X amount of money. Well, maybe you actually do, maybe you actually don't. Maybe you can get a better deal here. So don't take, maybe the first offer here. Don't take anything that doesn't feel right. They're showing that, defensive, put your line in the sand here. They're showing it for a reason, guys. So very important to do that. The other thing they're showing here is there's a lot of joy here. Interesting to come up with such a good card here in this deck that they wanted me to use for you. This is a joy card that is a level down. It's the second best card in the deck, but it's really, it should be feeling better than it does for you. And it could just be that you're emotionally just kind of worn out. Maybe the situation has you, hanging upside down, or just like, hanging out to dry, or maybe you're just, wish it was something different. But emotionally, they're saying that there are rewards here. There's something really good here that you're either not looking at, or you're not paying attention to enough, or maybe you should just be thankful for the things that you have, okay? Because it's a very good card. It just shows that you're not viewing it like a very good card right now. They're letting me know you are safe here with the Archangel Michael card, the angel card coming in here, basically saying that you're protected against the lower energies, which can permeate through a lot of different things. It could be like on a spiritual level, like demonic stuff. Higher up, it's just your every day-to-day, negative people, negative situations. You're being protected here. You're guarded. You, your loved ones, and your home. So those are some key words for context. Maybe that'll help make this story make a little bit more sense for certain people. But overall, I think they gave you a lot of good stuff there for the direction of where this needs to go and the advice. And probably the defensive card is the main target there that I would key in on. Let's move into story 2. Story 2 coming up here, we have this is going to be very work related, and of course most people, their financial corner of their life comes from work, so it makes sense that they're tied together here quite a bit. We show they want to start by talking about looking at what you've lost here. So don't get in the victim mindset here for my Sagittariuses here in story 2. Perhaps you've lost some money, you've spent some more money than you wanted to. Perhaps you're trying to get things back on track. Don't sit there and look at what you've lost. Don't dwell on it. You got to get back up. You got to pick this up, move forward, put it behind you, and let's get moving. Because if you end up you're just staring at it, that's what they show in the card. I'm actually going to show you a picture of this card just so you can kind of get the vibe of this here. But in this card here, this guy is just staring at these spilt cups, okay? So that is what we don't want you to do, because when you do that, you're going to end up attracting more of that same exact energy that you want to get rid of, and that doesn't help you do it. So basically, you got to turn this thing around. And obviously, it's a big pull, because cups are the emotional suit. This may be an emotional pull, not just on your pocket, but on your emotions too. Definitely a tug there. We do have a work message coming in. I did tell you that this is, for a lot of you, having to do with work of some form. We have a work message coming in very early May, very early, and they're letting me know that you need to be patient here. Okay, so this is going to be something that maybe plays out later, and it starts early May. I would say that this is going to start before the full moon, so between May 1 and May 15th. We're going to talk about the moon cycles in just a minute, but back to here, story 2, they're talking about not just a message, but an action. It's beyond a message. It's more of an action. I got the Prince of Swords, and in other decks, that's a Knight. So they're talking about a push for action here. So anything that you're trying to do in your work corner, which is a big corner, work, business, enterprise, area of study, collegiate courses, learning anything new, taking accreditations, learning all that kind of stuff, there comes up in your work corner. Even new business does. I guess I said entrepreneurship. It's kind of the same thing. But they show action here. So act. Make these moves. You're actually getting permission from the universe to do that here in May. Make these moves with your work corner and be patient. It may not come right away. Let's say you're applying for a job. Let's say you're trying to get a promotion, all that kind of stuff. Maybe it comes in June, July, August. I'm not really sure. But they want you to still make this action, even though it doesn't come to fruition. There's something major that they want you to make this action for to set off maybe a domino effect of something down the road. Okay, so very important. They're letting you know also that all is well. And before I get too deep into that, I want to tell you that they're congratulating you here too. They're saying that you're doing a good job of being patient. Unfortunately, you just got to be patient a little bit longer. That's what they're showing here. So keep being patient. You guys are doing great. All is well. Archangel Jeremiel there coming in. Everything is happening exactly how it's supposed to right now. Okay. So whether you see that or whether you're trapped in the illusion that things are not happening the way that they're supposed to right now and like, oh, why would this be happening? This doesn't make any sense. Well, when you're stuck in the moment, a lot of times it doesn't. A lot of times things have to happen and play out before it starts making sense. But they're letting you know that there are hidden blessings here and you will soon understand them. So that goes back to my very first card that I described. Interesting how Spirit kind of winds it all back. Nice little transitions for me. So let's talk about your moon cycles. I like to give you guys the moon cycle forecast every single month so you know what's coming. We have the full moon. I talked about that a little bit there on the 16th. That is May 16th. That's the best time to get anything out of your life, guys. Right kind of smack dab there in the middle of the month. Doesn't have to be on the 16th, but any time around there is just the energy is really good for getting anything out of your life. So whether this is a person, whether this is financial habits or financial baggage, maybe old credit cards you got to get paid off, anything in your life, maybe some stuff you got to sell. Maybe that would help your financial situation. Anything that's got to go. Middle of the month is a much better time to place that. I put together a moon cycle cheat sheet for you guys so you can see this and kind of get a visual aid of how these moon cycles come in and out and what is where and how you can better improve your life. That is absolutely free. It's on my website, scottsagent.com. It's on the bottom of my videos page is where I put that. So check that out. Now let's talk about your new moon. New moon for everybody. Same date here. It's the 30th of May, very end of the month. Now, the beginning of May, we're still getting some new moon energy, so it's still good if you're viewing like most people are in the beginning of May to bring anything new into your life. But the big one for May will be the end of May on the May 30th. That's the best time to bring anything new into your life, whether you're trying to start a new diet, a new exercise program, go after a new job. Beginning and end of the month are huge target dates for those kind of things. Even new love, anything that's brand new to your life that wasn't there before is new moon energy. So make sure you take advantage of the lunar energies that exist, because it's much easier to swim with the current than against the current, and much easier to walk downhill than it is to walk uphill. It's kind of how the moon cycles go. So let's get into your story 3 here, guys. Story 3, we're definitely talking about a person. We have a very strong figure coming in most families and most situations. This will be a male that we're talking about here. If you are a male tuning in here, Sagittarius, they could be talking about you. For everybody else, my largely female audience, they could be talking about a male very closely attached to you. Also, a very, very strong female can come in as a king. That's what I have here. I have the King of Swords and the King of Cups. They're basically letting me know we are definitely talking about somebody, strong energy here. Very masculine, strong energy. Now this person is, they're showing me an upside down coin attached to this person. So this person is either waiting for some new money to come in, something new financially to come in, or they've maybe lost a lot. It's upside down. So it's saying it's blocked, or it's not there perhaps now. The timing's not right. So if this is, somebody very closely attached to you, like a family member or even your significant other, there's something there that is important. So I hope you can find the context of what I'm saying. I know general readings are very, in a way, general. It's kind of how they are by design. But, hopefully I can give you enough here that you can figure out what they're trying to say to you here, because I have a coin that's upside down. And we need to get it turned the other way with this guy, with this masculine energy coming in here. And there's busyness involved. So I don't know if they're describing the situation, saying that, it is just really busy for him right now. Or if that's the advice, because it could go either way. They could be saying that this is the advice that, maybe he's been taking it too easy, relaxing too much. Maybe he needs to get busy. So it's one of those two different ways. But definitely the advice there. And I also have the Archangel card, gives us a little hint into all of it too. We have Go Outside, the Outdoors card. Go outside, get some fresh air, connect with nature, relieve stress, gain new creative ideas. So there's an inspiration level to being outdoors. Maybe you guys are very in tune with nature in the month of May for my Sagittariuses. Or maybe you could just benefit from getting a little grounding, which is what nature does. Your feet in the sand, touch a tree, all that kind of stuff instantly grounds you into the earth plane. Okay, guys, jumping in with your Rune Stone here. Got to pull a Rune Stone for you. It's going to represent the entire month, and it may even tie into one of your stories here. So here we go. I'm going to zoom in on this for you guys here so you can see it nice and clear. Now, this is the Rune Stone of protection. This is a protection Rune Stone. So they're letting you know you're protected. Where does that sound familiar from? Where have I heard that from before? Right there in story number 1. You are safe. So they're bolstering story number 1 here. If you go back to that, if that was about you guys, Sagittarius, go back, listen to it again. Protection, protection, protection. They told you draw that line in the sand. You're protected. Your loved ones are there. Your home is protected. All that kind of stuff there. And, this is just the defensive mindset. Protection just kind of reinforces story number 1. So they're letting me know, they're overriding me, if you will, where I said at the very beginning that story 1 may not be about my main audience because it's so specific. Spirit, I think, is right here saying otherwise. They're actually saying, no, we need more people to pay attention here to story 1. Let's just reinforce that a little bit with the Rune Stone for May. So that's that. Interesting. I don't think I missed anything there. That's going to be it for the financial spread. I do have some important things to tell you guys. First of all, we have a brand new product launching on my website in my mini series. It's a mini audio reading. It is the Chakra and Health Scrub. I've done that in many of my videos. You guys haven't had one for quite a while because you had no extra at the end, but it is a very popular one. It looks at your spiritual health. It also looks at your physical health. And that product is available right now, launched right here on May 1 on the website. It is the Chakra and Health Scrub. So that is available right now, and it's all about you. There's no shared Sagittarius energy here at all. It's all specific to you, so it is very accurate because of that. Also, sign up for the newsletter. I got my newsletter people beta testing this new program right now. If you're signed up for the newsletter, you get all kinds of goodies, guys. I give promo codes to save you guys money off readings. I offer private readings on my website, personal to you, not just the smaller audio ones, but full service as well. Give you guys promo codes on that, let you guys get some free readings a couple times a year to test my stuff. Lots of good stuff. Make sure you take advantage of that. Sign up for the newsletter. It's at the very bottom of my website, scottsagent.com. That's going to be it for me, guys. Please remember to like and subscribe so you see the future videos. I do these every single month. Take care and have a great May.